Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here outside of the Hollywood Hills in Hollywood, California. Now, I'm here for the Karate Combat event, which goes down tonight at 6:30 p.m. on karate.com. And it's a very interesting event that's going on. It's full contact karate, and it's the first professional league. Tons of knockouts, tons of spinning kicks, and there's actually ground and pound as well. So they brought me out here so that I can help train one of the fighters. Callum Robb is a Scotsman who throws a ton of power. He's a heavyweight, spin kicks, very powerful right hand. So I'm going to hold mitts for him in a bit, and we're going to show you clips of that. But his opponent is Black Magic, and his name is Alhaji? Alhaji, that's right. Guys, you know who this is, right? This is FaZe Sensei here.
Oos.
Fellow martial artist, fellow karateka. We have actually a little bet going on here. So FaZe is going to be helping out Black Magic prepare for this fight tonight, and then I'm going to be helping out Callum in this fight. If Callum wins, FaZe here is going to wear a FightTIPS shirt in his next video, but if Black Magic wins,
he's got to rock the Oos apparel.
The Oos apparel. So, what do you expect tonight? I mean, we got some famous people in the crowd going to be there.
I know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm more excited about. The meeting, like Mike Tyson's going to be there. Machida, these UFC Hall of Famers.
Boss Rutan is commentating.
Boss Rutan, yes, and then, or just the event, just the seeing karate as full contact.
They said it's something close to like 80% knockout rate in these fights. So if you guys like spinning kicks, you guys like seeing knockouts, you're going to enjoy this event tonight. And it's all free on karate.com. So we're going to go meet up with the fighters now. We're going to hit some mitts. We're going to interview them. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Oos. Oos.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. I would say that I need to control myself. I mean, it's a couple of night before fight night, so obviously a lot of adrenaline running through, and even when I'm training now, I need to remember when to, like, you know, cut my losses and just reserve some of that for the tank, because obviously I'm here to do a job, and, you know, adrenaline takes over. So, and obviously, you know, I'm fighting Black Magic. He's had 3 fights before, 1 loss, 2 wins. They've all went the distance, you know, so I have to respect that. He's coming into the pit. He's got some skills, but as part of my, you know, my training as well from my research side, I like to study people quite methodically and break them down, and it's a calculated approach to fighting. So I'm putting a different spin on it. Right. You know, studying my opponents quite methodically, and you know, putting a bit of science into it as well.
Nice. So you're the taller fighter going into this?
Yeah, I think he's 6'3". I don't know what that is in centimeters.
And yeah, and you are?
I'm 6'4.5".
6'4".
Got an inch and a half.
About 5'8".
But you're on my team, right? So it's
So it's all good.
Yeah. So I think in terms of reach, I've just got a little bit on arm reach on them as well.
Okay. So how are you going to play that into your strategy?
To utilise that. So yeah, so what I've seen so far is he can be quite unpredictable, and if you let him maraud you and come onto you, there is a chance that he can dominate the fight. In karate combat, the scoring the scoring system favours the aggressor. So the precedence is given to attacking punches. So I'm going to have to be able to hold my middle, maybe use my reach, keep him at bay, and then work on my strengths. So as much as I respect my opponent, you need to concentrate on what you do well as well. So we're working on both. Absolutely. There's no mounting your opponent, so nothing like this allowed. Nice clean striking, but at the same time, you can defend.
So do you practice
up
kicks?
Yeah, they can be quite a good momentum changer in a fight. I mean, if I'm all over you and you're down, and I've come and I'm not prepared, and you catch me here, this is a really hard strike. So what is trying? It's belly button over the hip. So if you try now.
Alright, I think that's pretty good. How do you feel with that?
So thank you very much.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
This might be harder than the main fight. You never know.
Nah. You're going to have some fun tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I can't wait to see you guys at the event and cheer me on. Thanks, man. Doing it for Scotland. Let's go. Braveheart. Ah!
All right, guys, joined by MMA legend Boss Rutan and Callum Robb, who is competing tonight in Karate Combat. My question for you guys, I know, Boss, you used to have asthma, correct?
Yes.
Breathing problems, and you actually invented the O2 trainer to help with your breathing problems. And Callum is a PhD in philosophy, and you've done a lot of asthma research. So let's talk about the ki in karate. I noticed just holding mitts with you, you were doing that every single time you threw a strike. You were letting out air, you were exhaling. What is that? What is the importance of that with karate?
There are many aspects and many important aspects, and one of them, the most important one, is for defence. Actually, when you exhale, when you've got charisma and you're giving the ki in full attack mode, it's very hard to be winded and then, you know, be damaged in that way. So part of this, my early Wadokai years in training, was the exhalation of air when I'm having a strike or impact, and that's generated through my whole training. And also recovery, you need to be able to breathe. Right. So training with the gum shielding, which a lot of people don't do. When I take seminars for karate students or young karateka, they don't wear gum shields, and actually they compete with gum shields. And you need to learn how to breathe and get your intake correctly when you have a gum shielding, because that's when you compete, that's when you perform. So a lot of people don't actually train with gum shields in as well. So it's been an important part of my training all throughout. So defense, gas tank, and then boss, I know you're a big believer in power, maximum power. Do you believe breathing has to do with generating power?
Yeah, 100%. Everything comes from breathing. You know, and the auto trainer, the commercial is an average body can go 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and only 3 minutes without oxygen. So it's the #1 priority in your body, yet everybody focuses on the other two. You know, so the more oxygen you give it, the better your body performs. But the body's really weird how it works. Your lungs pretty much, they don't have muscles, it's your body breathing for you. There's a vacuum between the lungs and the body, so if you expand your chest, that's how your lungs open up. So if you can expand your chest a lot, then you can get more air in your lungs. They say, oh, you got only a certain amount of air, but what people don't think about is like, if you're pumping, for instance, if you're training your biceps, you start pumping up. If you're fighting and you lose breathing, you start breathing very hard. The fight is a very hard fight, and you get hit a lot, you have to flex constantly. Guess what? They start pumping up, but not only to the front, also to the back. Now, behind there are your lungs. So normally when they can breathe in like this, but it becomes tighter, you cannot completely inhale anymore. And that's the crazy thing about the auto training. Do that twice a day, you take care of all the lactic acid in your core. But you're using the outside muscles to open it up. So now I can expand more with my chest. That means I can get more air in. So and talking about air also, and you touched on it a little bit. You know, when you punch and you scream, you flex, right? So you're protected at the moment you're hit because you're open. I use that a lot. I use that in my second fight, for instance, against Fouquet. The guy, I was dead. I was throwing up in the back. I didn't even want to fight anymore. But I took the fight, and I had not a lot of energy left anymore. I had him literally in the guillotine. I had him like this, and I pulled. And you'll see it in the fight. And I see him breathing. And at the moment he was breathing in, that's when I put my knee. And it looked like he's been shot. And I literally did this. That's as hard as I did. But he's completely down. So I work on that a lot. I wait for him, for instance, to kick me, and I can simultaneously block and punch, but I wait for him to recoil because that's when he's breathing in, because he goes out. So when he gives me, for instance, a round kick to the body, what I'm doing, I'm blocking, and he goes, bam, and then I go to the body. I let him pull it back, and I block it first one more time. I block it first, and from here I go to the body and the head. But that first one to the body, I just have to step like this, and he's probably already going down. So I love to do that a lot. I love to do it on the ground. This is a fun thing. Can show you also. So when I want to hit him in the stomach and I want to hurt him, I'll do it like this so you can see it on camera. I'm putting my hand here on purpose. And now I'm going to give you a pattern. I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. And then suddenly I make a double punch, and that's when you're breathing in. And that will mess you up because you're flexing, you're getting used to the pattern that I give, and suddenly go, boom. I hit before you breathe.
I like that. Timing. Well, there you guys have it. So the next time that you're watching these fights, when you're tuning in to Karate Combat Tonight, you see the punches, you see the kick, but when you hear the ki, when you see them breathing, now you understand there's so much more that's going on. It's defense, it's offense, it's timing. You guys are learning. These guys are dropping knowledge bombs for you here. So, boss, I just want to thank you again.
You're very welcome, Shane.
Callum, wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Us. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm super pumped for this event. It's going to be absolute fireworks. It's long-range attacks, spin kicks. There's going to be tons of knockouts, ground and pound. You guys are going to absolutely love it. If you're a fan of MMA, if you're a fan of striking, this is something that you definitely want to tune into. It's going to be on karate.com or on their app. Absolutely free, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, so definitely make sure you're tuning in. And comment down below. Let us know if you're Team Callum or if you're Team Al Haji. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane with Fight Tips for the underdogs.